Hi Taurus, this is Mimi with Divination by Mimi. Welcome to your October 2017 tarot reading with Oracle if necessary and just a wee bit of astrology. So you are a fixed sign, Taurus, meaning that you tend to be the leaders, the owners. So you would be the CEO, you would be the folks that that's they're progressive, they take ideas and they build them. So where the cardinal sign might be a initiator, you're the person that takes those new ideas and builds them into something and grows that business or that concept. So very important signs. The fixed signs include yourself, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus has recently made a move into Libra this month, and she's happy in Libra. She rules Libra and she rules you too. So even though your mom is not with you in your constellation, she is happy in Libra. Therefore, you feel the effects of that easy relationship, easy diplomacy, easy getting along with the other and relating to others that she brings to Libra, and that ultimately she brings to all the signs. We've also got a new moon in Libra while she's there. That's coming up this Thursday, the 19th of October. That's going to be at, I think it's 26 and change degrees of Libra. And of course, new moons are about new beginnings, seeds, starting new ideas. So if you work magic or just build intention and have goals, it's a good time to focus your process or your plan or your concept, the beginnings of some creative project or concept on the new moon. If you want to bring abundance to you, that's a great time as well. The other aspects that are occurring, we've got Mercury in Libra for the most part, but then moves into Scorpio. Mars is moving into Libra to join his girlfriend, your mom, Venus. What else is going on? There is an aspect being created at the new moon between Libra and Chiron. So this is an opportunity to use that balance and diplomacy and the good relating of Libra to possibly make some real headway in real change in your life. So if you plan on making intentions or starting projects or have goals or plans that involve the changing really of you, this is kind of about your persona, this would be a good time to set those intentions. How you present yourself, really. What else is going on? We've still got Chiron, as I just mentioned, in the sign of Pisces, and is still retrograde, along with Neptune. Pisces ruler is still retrograde in the constellation of Pisces. We've still got Uranus in Aries in a retrograde status. We've got Saturn direct in Sagittarius. Jupiter has moved into the constellation of Scorpio, so is going to the sky god, the expansive energy of Jupiter, is moving into the underworld, that shadow work, that deep, thoughtful, intuitive world of Scorpio that Pluto rules. And then speaking of Pluto, Pluto's gone direct in the sign of Capricorn, which is a good thing for those that are working on literally lifelong goals. If you're working on any kind of psychological work on yourself, healing old wounds and things like that, perhaps from childhood, or figuring things out, things will have taken a turn forward, made some momentum forward. And I can't think of anything else to tell you for the month of October in the way of astrology. So let's get into your reading. We are doing a Celtic cross spread for you, Taurus, using the Tahuti or Thoth deck. Get these shuffled real quick. This is for the fixed sign of Taurus, ruled by Venus, in the month of October 2017. What energies, what situations can some Taurus or all Taurus, or Taurus vibrations be assisted by with the use of the archetypes on these cards. This is for Taurus, 2017, October. Fixed sign, ruling planet Venus in one of her children's constellations, that of Libra. New moon in Libra, the 19th. What does Taurus need to know for the month of October? Holy Hecate, what information does Taurus need to know for the month of October? Oh, thank you. We've got Strength in reverse. Queen of Pentacles, the Capricorn card, in the upright. In the recent past, we've got the Ace of Swords. In the foundation, we have got Abundance, the Four of Cups in reverse. We have got Adjustment, or what is justice, in the reverse, in your what's on your mind. And the Prince of Wands, which would be the King of Wands, and this would be a Leo energy, also in reverse in the near future. So we've got one major arcana, a lot of reversals. So the current situation is, looks like this is the Nine of Wands in reverse. It's a waning of strength. This is the it's the Strength card, but it is the end of the suit. It's the beginning. It's the culmination of the wand suit, which is an air element, and it can lead to some kind of fatigue. So what we're looking at here, I believe, is the sun. Yeah, the sun in Sagittarius. So it's the nines, right? So this is again the beginning of the end, the beginning of the entire process of the culmination of the wand suit. It's got a balance between feminine and masculine, but the masculine is definitely on top in this situation. So this is a very masculine, active energy, but it's in reverse. So some situation in your life, you've grown very, very tired of it. It looks as though it has to do with a Capricorn. These court cards, these queens and kings and knights and pages tend to be people in our lives. And this one, as the Capricorn, a cardinal signs are the queens, and of course it's an earth symbol. The pentacles are discs, which would make it a Capricorn. So it looks like there might be some kind of Capricorn energy in your life that's causing you some frustration. Kind of feels like career here. In the recent past, you've gotten some news. This is the Ace of Swords, which is the very essence, the very beginning elements, the essence of the air suit, which tends to be about education, communication, and intellect. And communication. So again, this is a message. Some kind of message was given to you. And it's left you feeling a bit apathetic. So you've been feeling apathetic. And this looks like a job situation, something with career. Yeah. You've gotten some news. Maybe it's something to do, and again, it feels career. Some kind of news in the recent past that has left you feeling very unstable. This is a Cups card, so it tends to be about relationships. So it could be that in your career, this is where the bulk of your friends are. So not only are you feeling perhaps the lack of financial abundance from this, it looks as though you're losing or there's a disconnect with your social connections, which appear to be in the workplace. So you're feeling kind of a loss there. And on your mind is that this is an injustice. Whatever this is that's happening in the workplace, whether it's a layoff or a missed opportunity or, I don't know, something that's leaving you feeling both relationship-wise depleted, but financially depleted as well. And it looks like you might be making a decision as it relates to the job or a move within the company that you work for. In the near future, we've got the Prince of Wands in reverse. So this is the Leo energy. in reverse. So the Leo energy tends to be an self-expressive. Um, on a high octave, it's someone who's self-expressive. It's someone who is giving of love. They tend to be the, I mean, their ruling planet is the sun, so they tend to be literally the center of the universe. Now, on the low octave of that, there is an arrogance that goes with it. So this could be your energy or someone else's energy. Um, it could be an energy related to whatever this injustice is that occurred here, leaving you feeling this way, this news. Um, or there could be a couple of players here. We could be looking at a Capricorn on the high octave and a Leo on the low octave. The Capricorn could be someone in your interpersonal life. The Leo could be someone who's affecting this change in the workplace. It's not just in your eye. Oh, okay. We have got the Princess of Cups, which would be the Page of Cups, the water, in reverse. You might be waiting on some kind of a message. So it looks as though your interpersonal relationships in the workplace are enmeshed. In other words, a lot of your social life is in this company where you work. And there's some kind of message that you're expecting and you're not getting. It's like you're in a holding pattern waiting for some kind of message. So perhaps you've posted in or applied for another position. But the one that you're in, something's occurred. You've gotten some news about the workplace, the job or the position you're currently in that you don't see as fair, leaving you feeling depleted financially and emotionally. And it has something to do with a Capricorn, or there's a strong element of Capricorn in this lack of strength here. It could be the boss that's making the decision that you're not caring for very much. And based on the way things are right now in the near future, there's some kind of low octave Leonian energy. Could be yours, could be another party's. But that is the egotistical, blustering, braggart, arrogant, low octave of Leo, self-centeredness. So watch out for that. Some kind of message related to interpersonal relationships on the you're waiting for. It's not coming through. Other people see you as stable. Four of Wands. So this is stability. This is someone who's got the resources available. This is Venus in Aries. So Venus and Aries are mythology are kind of boyfriend, girlfriend, right? The archetypal male and the archetypal female. You see the green of Netzach, which is Venus's world, Kabbalistically. And then you see the red of Jabura, which is the Kabbalistic world of Mars. So this is a balance, really, of feminine and masculine. So people see you with your shit together. They don't see this feeling of lack, this feeling of fatigue that you seem to have. So whatever, your poker face is good, whatever is going on here, it's affecting you, no one's picking up on. Your worst fear or your greatest hope is Eon. So the Hebrew attribution for this is Shin, which is a tooth. Tooth being about momentum, traction, getting things moving in a direction, and Eon being about kind of an age. This is the second to the last card of the major arcana. So this is the end of a cycle. You're nearing the end of a cycle here. So I think your great fear here is that this is going to have some kind of an epic impact on your life. And that whatever this is, I think your fear is that whatever this is, this injustice, this that you see, this event that's occurred, this news that you've gotten is leaving you feeling depleted emotionally and financially, is indicative of what you deserve in your life, or what you're going to get. It's like you have a fear that this is it, that this is the highest you'll climb in the company, or that this is the this is the best that you can do. And with Taurus, you're very much about value. It's a practical earth sign, but Venus as its ruler, it's about value, meaning you have an appreciation for the finer things, and therefore you have an appreciation for financial stability and financial abundance. So the fear here, I think, is that you've reached the top of your pay grade and you're not going to move any further. But that's not always the case. I think a lot of it's going to have to do with your attitude. So what I'm picking up here is if you feel this is unjust and you feel this fear and this lack around whatever this decision is with this news that you got, you might take on kind of an entitled attitude. And that would not be the right one because of this fear that you've reached the top of your game, that this is it, this is all that there is. Final outcome is the three of, excuse me, I'm sorry, the Two of Cups, which is the love, coupling, partnership card. So this message that you're kind of in a holding pattern that you're waiting on that hasn't come through will come through. A lot is tied up for you in work, Taurus. I mean, we're not just talking about finances, which are important to you. Again, Venus rules you. But also we're talking about your interpersonal relationships, perhaps even intimate relationships in the workplace. Again, Venus rules you. So these are all very important and they seem to happen in this same location or this same place that is work. So I understand the fear that this is the best that you can do, or this is the most you'll earn, or this is the top of your pay grade, or this is as high as you'll climb. But that's not the case. Try not to take on this energy, this entitled energy. What appears to be an injustice may not always be an injustice. Remember, the decisions that are made are all part of a larger picture, not just business-wise, but in your life, in your growth. So if you're born into this incarnation as a Taurus, there's a very good chance that there are lessons around the value of things and stuff and money and interpersonal relationships. So you are right where you need to be. There's really no injustice that's occurring. Everything is happening as it's supposed to. So my guidance based upon this, because everything is for you kind of centrally located in your workplace, which it tends to be with earth signs, particularly those that have to do with value. So, you know, Taurus, Capricorn, we tend to have everything going on in the workplace. A lot of our social life is in the workplace. Hang tight, because you're going to find fulfillment in your interpersonal relationships there. And because you invest in that as well as financial growth and financial abundance, you will see the abundance, the flow of the monetary energy as well as the interrelationship energy. This is Venus in Cancer, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, Venus in Cancer, Two of Cups. And the imagery is really lovely. It's the blues and the greens of the water signs, the rosy pink of Venus. Venus at Netzach is kind of shown as a green and a pink and a rose color. Very, you know, it's a feminine. She's the archetypal female. And the water is flowing because water is relationships. Water cups have to do with the interrelationships between us, the people that we care about, the relationships we build. And again, this is coupling because we're talking about two here. So this could be an interpersonal relationship, or this could be like a loving, intimate relationship, or this could be a partnering in the workplace. So if this is an interpersonal relationships, this feeds your abundance in the workplace as well. If this is a partnership in a project as it relates to the workplace, this will also be equally as fulfilling for you. So Taurus, it looks like your focus is in the workplace. Some slight that you feel has occurred in this news you've recently gotten about your current position, you know, key players either being a low octave Leo and a high octave Capricorn, or a Capricorn doing their job, and this Leonian, low octave Leonian energy is your sense of, oh, this isn't fair, blah, 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 and this fear that this is it. There's no more traction to be had. I don't think it's founded. So try to stay calm. Remember the big picture. And have some hope. And if you can't muster hope in the current situation, because you have so much invested in this place, there's so much energy, both emotionally and financially, in this workplace. If you can't find something like hope, then at least find neutrality so that you're not jumping, emotionally at every turn and being offended by everything at every turn. Um, and just let things flow to you because they will. There's really not a lot of negativity here, and it looks like the negativity that's occurring is all pointing back to this news that you're perceiving in a certain way. So give it some time before you decide, oh, I'm going to find another job at another company, because you've got a lot invested here. Again, financially and emotionally. Okay, Taurus, I hope that that helped. Enjoy the new moon coming up, and I will see you for the November readings very soon. And you take care, Taurus. Bye.